What up, yo? I am Frank 5D. This is Dedicated Etiquette right here on the rap scene. Iceman has dropped, and we talking about Drake and some of the things surrounding it. But first of all, hit me with a like. Subscribe if it's your first time here. We're making a push to the modish 2,500, so hit the button and rock the bells if you enjoy the video. Promise you'll never be charged for it. All right, it's the early 2000s, early to mid 2000s. I'm with the only white girl that I've ever been with, like on a deeper relationship thing. And her being white has, I'll tell you why that means something in a minute. We both living in LA and, studying art, living by World on Wheels. If you know, you know. She introduced me to a little brand new show called Degrassi, The Next Generation. And we watched it religiously. Like, I'm talking every episode, like we watched everything, but Degrassi was good. I even remember like when Rick beat up Terry and everybody bullied him, and then after spelling bee or some shit, they threw the tar and they threw the feathers on him or some shit, and that's when he shot Jimmy. Jimmy was of course played by one young Aubrey Grant. I'd have never been watching no shit like this if I was not with her. Fast forward 10 years, around 2010, and I'm with a different girl. I actually think I'm married at the time. That's neither here nor there. She had all these friends who pretty much adopted me into the crew. They introduced me to Drake, who I had only known from the campy, melodramatic TV drama that I used to watch. The reinvention was clear, but there was too much good music to be listening to in 2010. Plus, they would not stop talking about it, and Mom just annoyed the hell out of it. So me and, luckily, my girl at the time, we never caught the wave. I still miss her, yo. She could have honestly made me play Drake, but we were discovering all types of shit from all over the place, like going through my record collection, listening to college radio and shit. This was after downloading. What was it? What was it by Pandora? We were listening to all kind of Pandora stations. But yeah, I only tell that story to illustrate that I have seen countless more hours of Drake on the TV show Degrassi than I've ever heard his music. I look back and realize that there was a Drake derangement syndrome from the start. Of course, I've heard the hits. I mean, I am alive. But as Iceman approached and took over my timeline and everybody else's, I commented on a few of my favorite creators' pages that I have never pressed play on a Drake project, and I'm not about to start now. I was either called cap, called out for my musical preference, or who I chose to promote and interview or whatnot, or I was praised for not participating in whack shit. Drake is not whack. Dude can rap his damn ass off, and I can't say whether Iceman is whack or not, because again, I have not listened to it. But dude is not whack. My man Read My Song on YouTube always does his thing, but hit several nails on the head in his Drake is the Conspiracy video. And we not even going to talk about the mistake that Spotify made involving BTS, the K-pop dudes. Good work. I feel the same way. I don't care about, missing out on anything that everybody and their mama's falling over themselves over, especially Drake's music, after all these years. People also said I was a shill for K-Dot, and that's when I thought, oh, yes, this is Drake Derangement syndrome. I like Dot way more than I like Drake, but I ain't pressed play on To Pimp a Butterfly either, or Mr. Morale. I feel he'll never be doper than the Section 80 or, Good Kid days. I heard the hits, of course. King Kunta and 95, Die Hard, all good, dope ass records. Die Hard might be my favorite Kendrick record ever. That's up in the air, but I really love that record. But I've never even wanted to hear the whole albums, even after everybody fell over themselves about it. Maybe just like Drake's music, I might have wanted to, but I'm just kind of I'm not going to do it right now. I have too much other shit to listen to. Maybe later, maybe much later. But for real, we can't keep letting hip-hop fandom morph into sports fandom. It's becoming ridiculous at this point. No matter what kind of metaphor you want to make of it, we're not listening to athletes in competition. Hip-hop is high art when we're talking about Drake's or any other top MCs in the world, no matter what you feel about their music. People ride so hard for their artist of choice that it just becomes obnoxious, like LeBron or Jordan or Kobe fans. All great players, just not the end-all be-all of basketball, or whoever you got playing for your bum-ass team. The maniacal way y'all want to pump y'all artists, who's better than whoever, is really kind of cornier than Drake and Dot put together. Stop it. Get some help. The culture pretty much stood still as the most anticipated drop in a long, long time was presented. Yes, Drake dropped his Iceman project and the culture is still divided, to say the least. Probably the most polarizing figure in hip-hop ever. Drake shattered the zeitgeist, not with one, not two, but three entire separate albums, each with their own identity and individual presence. People are trashing it, people are praising it. The word on the street is that it was to fulfill his record contract. Good for him. But it feels just as historic as it does desperate. Drizzy's acting has always overshadowed his music in the eyes of the initiated, but his grip on the music industry is truly something to behold. The drop appears to make clear that Drake's master plan is calculated and not just fly by night, whether you like it or not. No surprise there. The surprise is the lackluster response. He made musical history once again. Throw him an asterisk if you want. There was this kid at a Dodgers game recently who wouldn't stop cheering for all his favorite players. And it just apparently annoyed all the people at the game and even the announcers for live commentary.
My man in the first row is relentless with the energy for the Dodgers today.
It is our field mic that picks up the crack of the bat, so we don't want to turn it down.
Every person who's been up there has gotten an individualized chant.
When y'all pump any artist to be the end-all be-all of music, or hip-hop specifically, y'all honestly sound like that little dude without the sincerity or coolness or cuteness or... I know you niggas don't want to be cute, but y'all will go broke trying not to look ugly and play the pause game the whole time. Whatever. Y'all sound like that little dude. I need y'all to sound off in the comments. Are you listening to Drake's projects? Do you like it? Do you hate it? Are you a never Draker? Pun intended, I guess. Like, comment, and subscribe. And hype, bro. YouTubers can't get enough hypes, man. Throw me a hype, and watch your wildest dreams come true. I'd hype your video. I'm Frank 5D. Follow me on any app you can tap. Thanks for watching, yo. Positive energy activates constant elevation.